Okay, y'all, so y'all have met Mr. Darcy, which is part of the AUSTEN Heritage Leather Collection from Chic Sparrow. And you also have seen the unboxing of my Drummond, the 85, also in the AUSTEN Heritage Leather Collection. And then you also have seen the unboxing of the CRÈME in the color chocolate in the size B6. Everyone on YouTube says that if you get one Chic Sparrow, you kind of get addicted and you start getting more. But for right now, I'm happy. Alright, so Mr. Darcy was pushed to the side and he didn't like that anyway. So I made sure I put him back in the frame. Okay, of course, I decided to choose a personal for the first size from Chic Sparrow because I wanted to be able to throw it in my purse. I didn't want anything too bulky or big. And I like the fact that it had the removable pen loop. Because of the amount of use that I was getting out of it, it's not that I didn't like it, so please understand. I absolutely love this size. I love the ability to take it with me. I just love everything about it, okay? But because I love it so much and I want to be able to have more writing space, I wanted to go even bigger. So why not go with the A5, right? I mean, it's only natural to get a really big one after a small one. So I got the Drummond, and I love it because the writing space on this baby is huge. Y'all, look at this. It is huge. Alright, and then compare it to the writing space of this. I mean, there's no, well, I should get one of my booklets to actually show y'all. Okay, this is the stuff from Paper Penguin. Okay, look at the writing space, y'all. I mean, who can argue with that? That is so much more writing space, so much more decorative paper and stickers that I can put on here, or ephemera. And then I have more pockets and back over here. So more pockets. This is 2 pockets. I have 3 pockets here. And I have a huge pocket in here. So yeah, that, I mean, there's, really? I mean, I have another big pocket back here which can house like big envelopes. And then this one, of course, I mean, it's small. You can probably fit like the small envelopes. Barely. Let me see. Yeah. You can house like small envelopes. But let me just say that after receiving this, and I even thought about the reasoning behind why I would get this bigger one, is I wanted one to stay at home. And it'd be great to house all my budgeting stuff. And the purpose of me deciding to do the budgeting on paper as opposed to keeping it in my computer, because I'm trying to remove myself from too much stimulation in technology, I'm going with this. Didn't mind the pen loop there because I was just going to keep it at home. And it can house bigger books. Like, this is a thick book right here. Evidently it's easier to get these books from any bookstore, Amazon, art supply stores. It's just easier to find this size. I don't know why. It just is. So that's that. And of course, after getting this, I thought, well, I wouldn't mind getting something a little bit smaller than this to have in between. So this is my all-around personal size through in my purse. But what if I wanted more writing space, but because this was staying home, what can I take along with me? Of course, why I chose the B6. And I did want to definitely get this creme because this is apparently a favorite as well, in addition to the Mr. Darcy, or Austen Heritage in the color Mr. Darcy, but was originally called Mr. Darcy Leather Collection in the color Toffee. Okay, enough about that. I was actually thinking of getting this size in the creme leather. And I was debating and debating and debating, and as I was comparing the two, which one should I get in this size, this one sold out. Yeah, that's... Apparently this one is more popular than this color. The burgundy color evidently is not as popular. Like this one, even, you know, they're the same leather grouping, the Austen leather. I mean, they're the same exact, I mean, they scratch up easily, they feel great, they're so smooth and all that. But this is just as popular as this. Now this one is more popular because this one sold out like real fast. There were still some sizes in this one, but just not in the A5. This one, as I was placing my order for this, believe it or not, because I was looking at different sizes, I originally thought about getting the A6 instead of the personal, but because this one was smaller than the A6 is like boxy like this, I was like, okay, well, maybe I should get a personal because that's just, I don't know, if it's a checkbook, it's a little bit taller than the A6. I chose this one, but as I was looking at the A6, that sold out. So every time I was going into different sizes like the B6, I was even looking at the A6. As I was looking at all these sizes in the Mr. Darcy, they were selling out in front of my face. Like, I was like, what is going on? Everybody was just going crazy. As soon as it relaunched or they got restock, everybody was buying it. So definitely this right here is the most sought after. Mr. Darcy, or Toffee color. The old Mr. Darcy and the Toffee color are now known Austen Leather Heritage Collection in the color Mr. Darcy. It's so sought after. I told y'all it took over like half a year. I was checking the website almost every couple of weeks, once a month or something like that, for 6 months straight. Sold out every time. Okay, I feel really bad. I talked more about the Mr. Darcy than this one. It is so smooth, y'all. And it smells good. Okay, so a lot of people say this smells like cake, like brownies or whatever. I think it smells like shoes. That's what I think it smells like. These smell more like purses to me, or leather jackets, honestly. Because a lot of people say this smells like a leather purse or what have you, or like chocolate or cake or whatever. This actually smells like shoes to me. Leather shoes, yes. I mean, it is a form of leather, but to me it smells like leather shoes. It still smells really good, though. I can see how people think that it smells like chocolate or cake. I can kind of get that. But it reminds me more of brand new leather shoes, like boots, you know, leather boots, or penny loafers. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, my battery's about to run out, you guys, so I better hurry up. I'm always talking about my battery running out. I need to get an extra battery for this camera. Where was I? Oh, right. So, look at the writing space as compared to the personal. Even with, okay, look. That's a lot of writing space. And a lot of decorative ephemera I can use, washi tape, stickers, all that. Yeah. So. And then, I mean, you only get 2 pockets on this, which is the same thing as the personal size. But I got it more for the writing space. Because they're the exact, I mean, it's almost identical. And then the secretarial pocket, yeah, just about identical. Same exact. Okay, you guys, back again. So my battery died at that point. And so what I was doing was comparing the personal to the B6. Okay, so it's different. You might notice that it's a lot thicker now. It's got a lot more stuff in the B6, and also the same thing with the personal size. It's really thick now. So let me show you. Yep. So the time that I filmed that last video was the end of June, and it's now 2nd week of October. I am so sorry. I told y'all I had a ton of videos. So anyway, so my battery died and I had not filmed the last half. I kept saying, okay, I'm going to film the last half. So anyway, okay, so it's now October. What was that? June, July, August, September, October. 4 months later. Okay. Anyway. So I was comparing the back pocket to each other. And they're the same, y'all. This back pocket, the secretarial, I can't speak. The secretarial pocket in the back, they're the same size. The only difference is the writing size on these notebooks are different. Yeah, so this thing is much wider. That's why it has more writing space. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so the size, if you can see, it's about 2 inches wider. But they are the same height. Okay, they're the same height, but the B6 is 2 inch wider. Okay, so because I have, let me just bring back the A5 Drummond. So the Drummond looks about the same thickness, still has the same books in there. It hasn't really changed. So I think, oh yeah, there is a difference. I did put these little decor on the pockets. Yeah, and I have a washi tape thingy in here. So that's really the only main difference. But here's the difference in size on the B6 to the A5. It's about 1.5 inches. And the A5 is much taller than the B6. About, I would say, about 1.5 inches also. So it's about 1.5 inches taller and 1.5 inches wider. And the personal, same size as the B6, but the B6 is 2 inches wider than the personal. Okay, so this is just the comparison video that I have, one of many. I've already filmed some of them and they're in the editing stages. So I've been enjoying my traveler's notebooks from Chic Sparrow, and I'm so glad I found this brand because I love them. I use them daily, so they're getting a lot of use. I just kind of wanted to go ahead and release this comparison video because I know y'all were wondering about them. So this is my everyday carry for my big handbags. It always comes with me, and y'all might have seen the pocket size. I recently got those, and those are for my smaller handbags, but for the most part I carry this baby right here. And this is my memory keeping journal, so it's got my personal, like, family portraits, places we visited, things like that. And so this is not going to be shown as much, but I may, like, if I do a flip through, I may cover like the pictures and personal items. But that's that. And then for my A5 Drummond, this is my financial planner, so it generally stays home. It's got my financial goals, it's got my budgeting, things like that. So, yep. And so I hope y'all enjoyed this comparison video. I know you guys had a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask though. I'll answer your questions about it, but I know a lot of you had some questions on the traveler's notebooks that I've gotten, so I just kind of wanted to go ahead and release the last part of this, go ahead and record it. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming back to my videos, commenting, liking. I mean, you guys are awesome. Thanks to my recent subs and also the ones that have been with me all this time since February of this year. I'm really enjoying sharing with you guys, so thank you so much, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye. Take care.